I try to take care of myself, but honestly, if I took care of myself at the same level or more than my partner, I would be concerned. I expect my woman to take care of herself.
This one dating expert, man, he went on Instagram to tell women the 5 signs, to tell them if they're too good for the man that they're dating.
5 signs.
I'm glad you pulled this video because I feel like us just reading it doesn't do it justice. You got to see the messenger too.
It doesn't. All right, here we go.
Dating coach, and this is 5 signs that you can do better than him. Number 1, he doesn't even take you out on dates. What is the point of being in a relationship if you're not going on dates together? Number 2, you make more effort on your physical appearance than he does. So you get yourself done up for him, wear clothes that you think he will find hot, but he doesn't do the same for you. Number 3, you support him more than he supports you. Basically, you're his biggest cheerleader, but he doesn't do the same back for you. Number 4, he only talks to you when he wants something from you. So he doesn't talk to you because he wants you to feel wanted and desired. He's doing it so he can get something from you. And number 5, he's not 100% loyal, but you are.
Oh boy. So, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay. I think some of these points are good, but whenever I see lists like this, to me, it's always like, who is listening to this and thinking that this is like profound? Like, to me, it's like the bare minimum things. Like, like the first sign is going out on dates. First off, this is really dependent on a lot of factors. Like, I think someone should put forth the effort, to do fun things together. But, depending on your job, your work schedule, your lifestyle, you may not be able to go out on one date a week as they suggested in this article. It may be once every couple of weeks. It might fluctuate. I don't think putting a number on that,
I also think like dates, there's a lot of times that guys take women on dates and they don't even view it as a date.
Who, the guy or the girl?
The girls.
Oh.
They'll be like, oh, you took me out to dinner, but that wasn't a date. You didn't say it was a date.
What? It's like, that's crazy.
It's like, what? Or you took me to the movies, but I thought we were just going to the movies. I didn't think it was a date. You didn't say it was a date.
That's crazy. Has that happened to you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That happens.
In your relationship?
Listen, I'm not airing out business, but yes. If you don't put a label on something calling it a date, they will just be like, oh, we just did this.
That's crazy.
You go on a hike. They're like, this isn't a date. I drove an hour and a half to take you to a waterfall. What are you talking about?
That's romantic, yes. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, and some people don't like to go out. So I think just being on the same page for all of these things is good. Like I know you scoffed at the what did he say? Like when you look better than your man or take better care of yourself than your man.
He was like, oh, if he doesn't put the effort in to look hot when you guys are going out, and you feel like you're putting in more effort or something like that, then like what? Do you know women?
I mean, for me, I felt in the past that I put more effort into myself as a man than a woman. I mean, I like paint my nails and other shit. Yeah, sometimes I be feeling like such a bitch. Like, getting ready. Like, I'm like, oh my God, do I have enough time to paint my nails? And then, like, I'll paint them. And, like, oh shit, I have to stand here because I can't like even put my shoes on or walk around because I'm gonna scuff up my nails. So I felt like, oh, I'm putting in a lot of effort to look pretty as a guy, but I don't feel like that's the like expectation for all guys. Sure, I know you take good care of yourself, and your fiance helps do your hair for you, so you guys kind of help each other stay hot.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think this list, like you said, is a lot of the stuff that's like the bare minimum, and it's just kind of like engagement just to get people to talk and to watch. But it's entertaining.
Yeah,
entertaining.
It was funny, but I don't know if these are the 5 signs that you're too good for your man. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, and what makes you so good? Like, honestly, I guess a lot of people did agree in the comments, but I will say the common theme from everyone who agreed in the comments, they're all single. So. It's like, this is why I'm single. Like, I'm sure there's other reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to take care of myself, but honestly, if I took care of myself at the same level or more than my partner, I would be concerned.
Yeah.
Like I'm that's just me. I expect my woman to take care of herself and do skin conditioning and facials, both
Facial
sexual
falls.
and not sexual, like all types of things. Like I expect that. I expect her to take care of her nails, and you don't have to put polish on or get your gel tips or whatever the shit is called, but they should look nice. I expect you to not have cracked up feet. Like I expect you to shave your legs. I expect your pum pum to be waxed or however manicured, whatever you want. Like, you know, those are things that I expect from a woman. Now, if I don't do all of those things as much as her, I don't think that's an indictment on whether or not she's too good for me. I think that she is pampering herself, and I pamper her. And every once in a while, Nat'll do my nails for me. Like, I think it's mutual care.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, number 2 irked my nerves.
Yeah,
I didn't like that one.
I shaved my head. You shaved that pussy.
exactly. I like it clean.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, these are pretty. I don't think any of these are giant red flags. You know what? The supportive thing is important. You know, someone you should be equally supportive. I feel like the common theme for this is just having some self-respect, like, because if you're accepting anything less than, you know, what you need, then you need to look in the mirror and just set some boundaries. Like, you know, you shouldn't have some loser. I'm not going to call this guy a loser because he could be a good guy. You shouldn't have this guy like on Instagram telling you these obvious things. And the last point, you know, I don't know, if the person isn't 100% loyal to you the way you are. This honestly kind of really irked me, and this has triggered me, man. I can't lie. I felt really triggered by this statement.
Pew pew.
I'm like, what do you mean? Because people's sense of loyalty is very different. Some people, you know, are very possessive and feel like you should, you know, check in with them for every decision you want to make. And other people are more independent. I fall far on the independent spectrum. So for me, it's like, I feel like I'm loyal to whoever I'm with and, you know, maintaining a relationship. But that, you know, if someone feels like they need constant reassurance and that's their idea of loyalty, it's hard for me to co-sign that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely levels to it. I mean, depending on the expectations in your relationship, if you expect the person to be 100% all the way in and only like with you and stuff like that, then that's something you got to be communicating and honest about. But I don't know. I think all of these are, you know, nice to haves, things that you should expect. Not only of yourself, but also of your partner. But these are not like end all be alls. Yeah. If your partner doesn't have 1 or 2 of these, or if they can grow in those areas, it doesn't mean that you need to leave them. All right. Don't be all gung ho just because Jacob Lucas. Anybody with 2 first names, you got to be careful. You got to be really careful. Do not trust a person with 2 first names. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know, someone spoke out on this. I'm gonna play the audio.
Okay.
I don't even know what part. I hate playing songs, so I know it's gonna flag us, but whatever. It's I was gonna play it, but it's gonna be too much. It's gonna flag us. But
That's okay.
I really wanted just to play the first part of it. These hoes ain't loyal.
They aren't.
But yeah, you know, I think if you have self-respect and, you know, are able to kind of note down your needs and have that open communication with whoever you're with, you shouldn't feel like you're with someone who you're better than or too good for.
Yeah.
And also, before you say you're too good for somebody else, you should, you know, look yourself in the mirror and see where you can improve.
That part.
A lot of times, you know, someone could be lacking in certain areas and maybe you're just not able to tell them how they can improve. Maybe you could be a better partner if you express, well, maybe you could, you know, dress a little bit nicer. You know, when I was young and in my early relationships, you know, I was bad at that. Like, I would make fun, like I make fun of everyone, but I would make fun of my ex-girlfriend and, you know, she would get really upset. Me making fun of her outfits and stuff. And, you know, later in life, I was like, damn, I could have went about that a lot better. So you can always improve yourself and also help your partner, get better where they're lacking. It's not all just, oh, this is why I'm single, burn it all down. Like, everything takes work. So I think these are good tips, but come on, guys. If someone has to tell you this, then you probably should be single.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.